I got in after signing up for the lottery to join the optional camping excursion during my Antarctica expedition.
So I'll try and have this
And this experience of a
uploaded to
lifetime
Keynotes for
required us to attend a mandatory briefing the day before.
important notes when you're putting the tent together on the landing site. We'll do our best to set you guys up for success. If there's a little bit of wind, we're going to want to set everything up on the windward side first. So if the wind is coming into your face, we're going to set up everything on that side first so that everything blows downwind. It's going to be a lot easier for you. So I would call that somewhat step one. The next step, these four
At about 7:30 at night, 32 of us boarded a couple of Zodiac boats to transfer us ashore at Damoy Point.
Hello, campers! Welcome back to your hotel. So when you disembark, you can take all your stuff up.
There was still light when I, with my paired solo traveler tent mate, started setting up our tent. But it wasn't easy with the wind blowing and hardened snow and ice to stick in our tent pegs. In the process, we ended up chasing some items being blown away before they get too far from us. However, camping staffs were eager to help us get settled. Looking around, the others get their tents set up way ahead of us, and we were the last ones to finish before darkness hit our camping site. It was cold and windy, but it was tolerable, and we weren't minding it much. Our campsite was near the shore with a view of the snow-covered Antarctic mountain, and we were all here for the memorable experience of spending a night in this isolated part of the world, while our expedition ship is within our sight, maintaining its position offshore. When darkness came, some of us walked about 100 feet behind our tents to visit our toilet department. It was equipped with a couple of commodes, bins for clean and dirty wipes, and a bottle of hand sanitizer. We were told to use it only for number one, and strictly no standing. Otherwise, hold it until we get back to the ship in the morning. Afterwards, the group was gathered for a briefing by camp staff for our 10-hour night experience on the grounds of this icy continent. Midnight would be our quiet night or to go to sleep, with a wake-up time of 5:30 in the morning. Standing in the dark and cold, we were given a couple of minutes to pause for a moment and to listen for any sounds from our surroundings. It was mostly wind on this night, and no sounds of any wildlife or cracking noise of calving icebergs that I could hear. It was a night to remember, and everyone joined for a hike in the dark for a few minutes toward the mountain. And on the way back, I caught sight of a few penguins walk by us, but we kept some distance from them.
Where are my gloves? There they are. Alright, I found my gloves.
Back in the tent, the wind noise kept me and my tent mate awake. It was when we found time to really introduce ourselves before we called it a night. With no heating inside our tents, the paddings and sleeping bags kept us in comfort and from freezing while lying down over the snow. In spite of the noisy wind, I could hear an occasional snore from a neighboring tent. The wind noise never stopped and got louder sometimes, and I was awake the entire night until our wake-up time in the morning.
Rain, I think. Yeah, it sounded like it rained. Heavy rain.
It was still dark when we stepped out, and with some help, we were again the last ones to dismantle and pack our tent before preparing to head back to the ship on the Zodiacs for a nice hot shower and breakfast on board. The captain was also up early at the boarding platform to welcome each of us back on board.